an eye out for merchants who can sell you crafting reagents and crafting recipes. Okay.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Anything to pilfer back here? No? Oh, okay. And instead of Berserk, I just read that as Denmark. Well, if he wants to go Denmark, I'll be there. I'm gonna have to formulate a response. Let's go Denmark. You guessed it. Let's loot. It's okay, this'll save time in the long run. And I finish him with a shield bash to the face. You really gotta get that face. The F sound. Lets people know that you're really serious about hurting that face. Release the hounds! Woohoo! You launching flaming arrows at me? Oh, you're an alpha. Okay, well, don't hit my hounds. I'm gonna hit you. Oh boy. Oh boy. And he was getting it. Oh, look at that! Look at that. Me and my hounds just do all the work and then you run in and decapitate him. Glory hog. That's just not good battlefield etiquette right there. Running in and stealing someone else's kill, man.
Shall be done.
Oh, come on, man. Don't I get anything cool for nothing? Warden recruit shield. +2 damage versus Darkspawn, but it has less defenses on it. I know, we'll use the age-old method of, if it looks good, I'll use it. It looks like crap. It's just small and unappealing. Let's stick with our big baller shield that completely covers our entire back and makes us look like a turtle.
I shall do it.
Because if there's any game where you don't get to make your character look like a turtle, I just don't want to play. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. Hit him with your sword. And loot.
Off I go.
And loot. And loot. Oh look, chests and things. Get out of my way. We've got chests and things to get into and remove their things. Hey look, guy's coming out of this doorway. You. No, don't run after him. Just hit him on the way past. Or throw your sword at him. You got spares. Right? Actually, you know what? I should have a spare sword. Because what happens if I wanted to throw my sword at someone? Possibly in a fit of rage. How am I going to get it back without another sword to, like, finish the guy off? Because yes, he's got a sword sticking out of him, but it might not have actually killed him, and then I'd be screwed. I mean, what? I'm just gonna walk up and politely ask the guy, "Excuse me, could I please have my sword back?" He's like, yes, that thing that is now protruding out of your chest. If you could kindly pull it out and hand it back to me, sir, I shall proceed to decapitate you in the kindest possible manner, naturally. Out of gratitude for you returning my fine dwarven blade. I just don't know if that's realistic.
Don't be a fool.
Don't. Well, okay then. Okay, he feels strongly about this subject. Nope, I can't open that. Why are there so many locked things in this tower? Don't they know that I didn't bring any lockpicks? Or a lockpicker? Or, you know, some kind of explosives to get into the chest without using a key? That would be useful. Oops. Say it, don't spray it, guy. Okay, so the sensible thing to do here is to run up and deliver it to the face. Let's try knocking her face. Okay, that didn't.
Think you're good enough to take me?
Let's attempt this one. I knew that was coming. Okay. Get up, get up, get up, get up, damn you! You've got to attempt to hit him with your shield now. Okay, we can't knock him over. Well, the mage can't tank.
Shall be done.
I feel like we should probably be using one of these. Did I use that? Yep, I did. Okay, excellent. So, even though everybody else is being a coward and dying, we are the great Durani Dukan. We shall fight until there is nothing left to fight, and then we'll probably consider fighting some more. We should pop another one of those things. Yes, fear my potion-popping greatness. Take shield pummel. Yeah. Don't you guys all feel embarrassed? The dwarf solo that shit. Cowards, what are you dying for?
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal.
That's quite the shield.
Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Let's light it quickly before it's too late. You know what? Tower guard, circle mage. I don't think these guys are going to be sticking around, so obviously the thing to do is to take this opportunity to rob them of all their possessions. Because that's just sensible, isn't it? Wait. Alistair, you got a concussion. Is it a lesser injury kit? It's an injury kit for lessers. Man up, man. Isn't there a chest around here somewhere? Like, there's barrels. There's definitely barrels. Alright. Oh, yeah. Is that really it? No chest of goodies? Okay. Lighten the beacon.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
What a douche. But did I see a slight smirk on his face there? He's quite a good fighter, isn't he? He's almost as great as Duran I Duke. So, this is kind of emotional. See, you shouldn't have been tapped out watching the cutscene, man. That's the way to get yourself killed, because respawns happen. And you pull aggro, and you die like that.
Ah,
Oh, hello.
your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds.
I already identified
You are
that
welcome,
much.
by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Wait, what happened to the army? To the king?
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king? Let's just refuse to accept it.
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Thank you for helping me, Morrigan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are you available? Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
I happen to be of royal blood, you know.
Yet now you are a surface dwarf. My king's ransom might be a long time coming.
Damn, she knows about the social structure of my people. How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
I wouldn't have asked if I didn't.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
So those survivors could be rescued.
If you are willing to run into the midst of the horde, perhaps.
Yeah, sure. Sounds like a great plan. Why did Tan Logain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
I think I've asked enough questions, mostly because there are no more questions left.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Alright, what can I steal? Ooh. Oh. Can't get in that. Can't get in that. How you doing? How you doing? So I'm a little short, but I'm muscly as hell. I'm like as wide as two of you. So obviously I'm amazing and you should totally be interested. Templars are warriors that exist to monitor mages and hunt down those that go rogue from the circle of magi. They have the ability to disrupt magic and drain mana from their adversaries. Good to know. Come on. Come on. Look at that blood soaking the loading screen. It's the blood of impatience.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Well, why don't you just kneel down before me then? I mean, come on. I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful. I don't know anything about that legend because I'm a dwarf, but we're going to say it anyway.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
It changed when most of them were slaughtered. The land is hardly united thanks to Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Then we need to find this Archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the Archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Al-Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Al-Eamon? Oh, Al-Eamon? Is this someone important?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
As long as there's some profit in it. Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Yeah, we're cool. We're going, old woman, don't push us. Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
I mean, she's already dressed like a slave girl, so...
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these 2 must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I... understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or 2 afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
I'm just wondering her age.
She would no more tell me than you, I assure you.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the north.
It is a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
Okay, how are we gonna get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
That's not reassuring.
We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Okay.
They
Darkspawn,
come from
blah, blah.
underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Okay, what skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Ouch! Then you can substitute for Alistair. Haha!
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Well, that was quite an awkward goodbye. Aha! Wait a minute. Here are some quests. Let's hit the level up, and I believe we're gonna sink some into that. And, ooh, look. We can get... Well, that's why we needed some cunning. I will do that later. Maybe. Yeah, because we're gonna need that to get that. We can now assault people. Exceptional. Saving the game. Gabby Party and venture forth. Let's go to Lothering. And you think the video's gonna end here, don't you? Don't you? But wait, there is more. And it's taken quite a while to reveal itself.